Okay, that's your exercise for today, and we're good.
That's why I like to just drink bottles of beer instead of anything else, because I can just throw that in the trash when I'm done.
Yeah, but I don't want to get liver
You don't
cancer.
take it back to the beer store?
What?
Okay, I guess you guys don't have that.
That's your beer. You can just what? Is that? I don't drink alcohol.
It's like once you finish your alcohol, you take it to the beer store and they give you like $1 back or whatever.
No.
I mean, you can recycle it, but I don't even know if that's a thing.
We do more cans. Like, you can take the aluminum in to wherever that goes. I don't know. We did it when I was a kid. Like,
you get like a nickel.
Yeah, but yeah, like a whole a trash can full of cans will get you like a few bucks.
Yeah, you'll see people here taking cases, like 624 cases to the beer store and just get like enough to buy a 6-pack or something. I don't know.
I swear to God, if you don't have enough minis, I'm gonna kill you all. Well, okay, maybe not that, but I'm gonna be very upset and write an angry tweet if I don't get my Genesis Mini the day it comes out.
Is that next month then?
It's next month, yeah. I'm eagerly anticipating it.
I'm so mad. I'm gonna write an angry tweet.
I will, because I'm like, fuck, dude. It's like, come on.
But counterpoint, it comes out the day before Zelda and whatever else comes out on the 20th. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So are you really gonna play it?
Yes, because I'm not getting. The only one I'm getting is Dragon Quest, right? That's the only game I'm getting because I'm not getting.
That's next week, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'll have a whole week to play the Genesis Mini. I was gonna get Daemon X Machina, and I might still, depending on if money's the right, but I might just hold off on it just so I can actually play through it and not rush it because I don't know how much I want to get through as much Actual Chain as I can. So it's too fucking much. God fucking damn it.
That's why I'm just gonna get Destiny and that's it.
Yeah, I should just play Street Fighter for the rest of my life and just be fine with it.
Yeah, you should.
No, I'm a fucking weeb, so I gotta buy all the anime games.
Okay.
Is Daemon X Machina the one that comes out the same day as Zelda?
No, Daemon X Machina comes out like the second week of September.
Something else. Oh, it's like Ni no Kuni or something, I think.
Yeah, Ni no Kuni comes out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It was another like fairly high-profile game
on Amazon. Which, if it wasn't coming, if Dragon Quest wasn't coming out, I probably would have picked up Ni no Kuni because it's cheaper physically for some reason.
I'm gonna pick up Grandia soon, and that's gonna be my RPG for a while because other than the Dragon Quest demo, my brother is buying Dragon Quest 11, and we're gonna share his physical copy. So he's gonna play it first. So I've still got a while before I'll play that. You know.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Fire Emblem was so confusing, consuming my life. So,
all right, you guys ready?
I've been ready, Captain. Let me just take up my shorts.
I was born premature.
What?
Nothing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Chart Shot Gamescast. Each and every week, friends gather around and talk about things going on in their lives and the video games they've been playing. Today, I have with me Justin.
I'm back.
Yay! You've been gone for like 2 weeks.
Time is a construct.
Okay, and we also have Ben.
I own 3 anime body pillows.
That's all?
Yeah, that's all I can. They're expensive, dude. they're like shit. I think I paid $55 for one. It's like nice art and everything. She's right over here. You can't see because like I don't have a computer. I don't have a webcam. But I'm pointing. Think like in your mind that I'm pointing over to a very nicely drawn body pillow that I'm not making up at all. Yeah.
My body pillow moves a lot in the night because she has to have back surgery soon.
Nice. And here's a funny anecdote, real quick. Speaking of body pillows, because I didn't buy one. Yeah, anecdote. But at C2E2, my friends, because they work for the GreenLanternCorps.com, great website, you should go to it. They were conducting an interview with the writer, at the time, the writer of the Green Lantern series. And my idiot, I was just wandering the floor, and I bought like a small, like body, like not body pillow, but a small pillow with a cute anime girl on it. And then I walk up right with the interview just done. They're talking to him, and then I go, "Oh, hey guys, how you doing?" And it's just this anime girl, like, "Hi, I'm with them," and they're like, "Oh my fucking god, why?"
This sounds
I wrote reviews for your comic.
Wow, that's a good pickup line.
It was.
All right, Justin, you want to follow that?
No. Anyway, so like games, you mean? Like,
yeah, sure.
Follow with games.
No, your Pornhub searches. I'm very curious.
I use incognito for a reason. I don't have to share that information.
Right.
Aww, I was looking forward to it. I had the lube ready.
No. So I haven't played much. I've played quite a bit of what I have played, but I haven't played much. So a lot of it was Dragon Quest Builders 2. Just chugging through that. I was trying to get to the multiplayer stuff before last weekend because I was on a trip with my brother. My family, but I wanted to be able to do multiplayer with them. And it's actually like I got it about halfway there, like on the way to the trip. So we had about like an hour before our switches died in the car. And there's a cool novelty to that. Like not needing actual internet or anything and just being able to say like, hey, I got multiplayer set up. And then we just connect to each other in the car and like run around this world together, like building stuff and like talking about like crops. And it's just kind of cool. I don't know. Like I know that's been a thing for a long time, but it's always been with like Mario Kart and like kind of, more casual experiences like that. This is like basically a full-on like open world RPG kind of Minecraft type experience. And we were just like playing in the car together. Because I guess people do play Minecraft that way, like on their phones. But I don't. It was cool for me. But yeah, that game is still very long. Like it took forever to get through that first chapter area. And then I spent a little bit too long just like playing around in like the Island of Awakening or whatever, like your kind of main hub area, because that's the only place you can do multiplayer in. So like I had him come over and like help me build some stuff, and because he has more knowledge about all that than I do. And then like he showed me his island that's like super fancy because he's beaten the game and has all the stuff unlocked. It's like, man, life goals. And then I jumped into the second chapter and it was really cool. It's like you go to this desert area and it's all like mining. So you find these people that like are basically just kind of loafing around because the mine has been closed up and they can't get to it anymore, and that was their livelihood. So they're just kind of sulking. And like you manage to open the mine back up and they get super excited and you can start like mining ores like copper and stuff like that. So you get a whole other set of recipes. And like right now I'm trying to build a bar. And so you like, build like the beer barrels and set those up, and like a cocktail shaker, and then like you make it the actual bar. And I don't know, it's really cool, like the way they kind of separate everything out in this game. And I love industrial type stuff anyway, so I'm a lot more invested in this than I was the like very basic kind of woodsy area where you're just like making everything out of wood and cloth and
so primitive.
Yeah, exactly. But now I'm like tinkering with ore and stuff. But there's so much to this game. Like seeing his island, like you get like a buggy and you can set up like a whole rail system to like zip around the island in a rail car. And like he has like elevators and kind of like the the Minecraft stuff with like the redstone or whatever it was, but this is kind of more like mechanized because it does have like the industrial elements and stuff. I don't know. It's a really cool game. I like it a lot, even though the writing is still extremely cheesy, and the accents are so like thickly written into the text that it's sometimes hard to understand what they're actually saying. But it's kind of cool because like you're reading it in the accent also, and not a lot of games do that. Like everyone in the desert is like Scottish, so it's like that fun Scottish Cockney that I get to play around with in my head. And then aside from that, I played the demo of Dragon Quest XI. I went from like never playing Dragon Quest to playing a lot of Dragon Quest in a short amount of time, and I gotta say I'm becoming a fan. I had briefly tried Final Fantasy, or not. I did it. Dragon Quest VIII on 3DS. I think like I just emulated it out of curiosity because I heard that was one of the better ones, and I think I talked about it on the show a few months ago. But that was cool, but it felt kind of dated. Like some of the stuff in there is very like slow, and the way that kind of item management and that some of that stuff works is really clunky and old. But Dragon Quest XI, it has a lot of really cool like quality of life features. And I've read there's some later game stuff where like as you get more party members, you swap them out in combat. So kind of like the Final Fantasy X system, where you can switch out your active party members on the fly instead of having to like take a set party into battle, and then those are the only ones you have. So like you could realistically have like 5 or 6 people on your team, and each one of them would get a turn in each round of combat. But only like 3 or 4 are on screen at a time, and you just switch them in after they attack, which is really cool. And then the like kind of skill tree system is a little bit more like Final Fantasy 12, where it's like it branches out from a point and is based on like your weapon proficiencies and things like that. So like you get a new skill for swords if you like go up the sword tree. So it's a little simple, but I didn't expect it to be there, and that's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's got some really nice open areas that you explore. It's not like running along a hallway like a lot of modern RPGs are, or just like completely open world like Final Fantasy 15 or something.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, like it feels like you have a goal. Like there's a map and there's a field laid out in front of you, but it's kind of it's an open field in front of you, and there's some kind of branching areas to go. It's like a nice mix between the walking down a hallway and feeling overwhelmed by the amount of space. And all the enemies are on the screen, which I really like too. I've become a big fan of that because it means you can run up and like get a preemptive strike and do a little damage before you go into combat.
No random encounters?
No. And then yes, you can avoid them and everything like that. And like when they're too low level, they'll run away from you, which is cool. But some of the enemy designs are creepy. Like I think
it's Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, but I think they've had a lot of the same enemies like since the beginning of Dragon Quest. But I don't know them, so I only know like the iconic ones like from Fortune Street and like the slimes that are in everything, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there's some really cool ones, and then there's some that was like one was just a frog on its hind leg, like just like walking around on 2 legs.
That is creepy. That's creepy.
It's like I hate this. It's so like accurate and yet creepy still. It's just a frog on 2 legs. That's it.
It's not supposed to be on 2 legs. That's what's creepy.
I have a question for you, Justin. Have you been presented with a question like a yes or no option yet?
I don't remember.
Well, apparently this is a thing. This is not a spoiler thing, but this is a fun thing in the Dragon Quest series that I've learned. That apparently, like, if you hit no, you'll get a funny anecdote. Like the one I saw in Dragon Quest, one of the characters like you say no to something, some stupid plot thing, and she like jokingly gets close to kicking your head off, like, "Oh, I was just stretching out my legs." So apparently, if you say no to certain things, it'll.
Oh, I have had a few because I joked about saying no and then I hit yes because I was like, well, I have to advance the plot.
Hit no, you'll get something funny.
Okay, I'll check that out next time. But yeah, like the demo is super long. Like I played for about 2 hours on stream last night. And I like barely left the intro area. Granted, I died once because I was stupid and wasn't paying attention. But like it's supposed to be about 10 hours long, and I guess that's so like you can get more party members and stuff. Because I'm 2 hours in and still just by myself. And they probably want to kind of show some of the character progression, the different party members, some of the story elements, stuff like that. But like it actually moves pretty quick, especially if you speed up the combat and that kind of thing. But there's a lot happening already. Like it's just a really cool story. I don't hate the voice acting. I think some of it's bad, but I prefer it to not having voice acting.
I'll probably play it in Japanese.
I don't see the point because like I'm sure that's the way it's supposed to sound. Voices? But if I'm gonna listen to it, I want to have to not read it. Like
it's
that's my thing.
It's the same people that prefer subs over dubs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I honestly like. It sounds weird. I hate dubs, but I also just don't really watch foreign things because of that. Because like I'd rather read the subtitles in a movie. I hate when the lips don't sync up. But if it's just like okay voice acting, I can handle that. Because like the lips sync up to the English voice acting, actually surprisingly well. I didn't expect it to. It's just the voices themselves are kind of wonky. Like it seems like they're trying to do an accent that the voice actor doesn't naturally do. And so, like, I'm not really sure why they did that voice, you know what I mean? Like, they could have just had a normal
Everyone wants to be Mr. Drippy. That's what it is.
I think I know what that character is.
Ni no Kuni.
Yeah.
From Nino. Oh yeah. Oh, I hate that guy.
I love that guy.
Oh, he's great. Oh, he's so ornery.
I love his accent, but his vocal style is annoying.
I love it.
Okay, yeah, that's a great character. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. I want to jump into it more, but I think I'm going to save it for streams because I'm in no hurry. Like I said, I'm not going to get the actual game for a while.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I did say I was going to report in on a few indie games that I've been playing, and I actually didn't get around to very many of them.
Womp womp.
And I haven't gotten to record anything. I'm really behind on that stuff. It's been a week. I just honestly didn't really feel like sitting down and recording anything because I knew it wouldn't be very high energy. Kind of like I am right now. But I did try out a few. One I don't really want to mention because it's an alpha, and they probably shouldn't have released the I guess quote unquote demo of the game to anyone because it's rough. I walked straight through a house. It had no collision detection at all.
Wow.
But the one I do want to talk about is called Devious Dungeon, and it's actually released, I think. I remember I got the key for it a few days before it was supposed to be released, and I didn't get to actually play it until afterwards. Whoops. Could have gotten some SEO on that one. But it's kind of cool. It plays like a roguelike, where you die and you start over, but it doesn't really have any of those elements. Because you can level up your character, and then also get new equipment and stuff. So when you go to shops, you can buy new armor or a stronger weapon or different accessories, and they're just kind of tiered. It's not like you're switching out your actual equipment. It's just you get the next better version thing. And you have about 5 floors you have to go through to get to the next checkpoint, kind of. Which is kind of a teleporter. And whenever you get to that point, it's kind of in Stardew Valley, the mines. You go 5 floors and then you get another elevator, so you can skip those last 5. It's like that. It's you save all your progress and everything, but if you die in between the save points, you just have to go back to the last checkpoint you had and do those floors again. Mm-hmm. And those floors are randomly generated each time. So it's not a roguelike, but I don't really know what it would be called because it's still procedurally generated. You still have to redo some stuff when you die, but you stay the same strength.
It's
Diet roguelike.
It's a Stardew Valley
Kinda, actually.
Without the farming.
Right. It's the mines of Stardew Valley, except it's side-scroller.
Okay, so you have classic roguelike. This is new roguelike. There you go.
Yeah. But it's pretty cool. It's very simple. You're just kind of, like I said, it's a side-scroller. So, you're running around, jumping, attacking enemies, breaking things for money. It doesn't seem like you have any magic spells or anything, but it's a good time waster. And I wanted to get a little bit far into it so I could kind of speak to it on a review. But I'll probably the next time I play that I'll probably record it and put something out for it. So it's a nice simple game. There's not a lot to it, but it's good to waste some time while you're doing something else. It's a good grinding game, I guess, is what you would say. But other than that, I've just been kind of checking out some old games that I missed, that people have recommended me, because I'm going to be doing kind of a video series, maybe 1 or 2 games per video instead of doing a list. I want to delve more into the history of some of this stuff and kind of do some research and try something different. And there's a bunch of them, but I don't really want to go into it too much. Although I did find the Phantasy Star series is another one I never played growing up or anything. I think I had Phantasy Star Online for Dreamcast back in the day, but I didn't have the modem or anything for it. So the servers were down by the point I got a Dreamcast, so I could never really try anything outside of the tutorial area that doesn't need to be online.
Yeah.
But I never really knew that much about Phantasy Star. So one thing I did was I played from 1 through 4, just to kind of get an idea of the classics, because everything after that is the online series and all those spin-offs and stuff. And that's a weird hodgepodge of games. They just don't seem like they're in the same series at all. So I'm probably gonna do a video on that whole the history of that series kind of. just from like the knowledge of an outsider. I think that'll be kind of fun. But the one I actually want to talk about is called Evo Search for Eden. It was like, I guess, a super obscure SNES game. And it's really fun. Like, I'd never heard of it. But you start the game as just like kind of an innocuous little fish. And you like swim around in the water. You've got a little bite attack that does like 1 damage. And you're trying to like basically attack the different like squids and, you know, bottom feeders and things like that to get more like gene points or whatever they're called. And when you get enough, you can like upgrade different parts of yourself, like evolve essentially. It's like you can get, you know, a better jaw, like better fins that let you swim faster, a better body that gives you more armor, and like you kind of bulk up your fish. Kind of. When someone mentioned it to me, I was like, that sounds like the cool parts of Spore.
Yeah.
But it's an old side-scroller game. And what's cool and kind of broken is when you evolve, you heal. So like you can basically save up all your evolution points. And like, you know, when it's really dangerous and you're going against something that you definitely can't take on, you just like, even like when you're at 0, you can toggle into the pause menu real quick and evolve and you won't die. So that's kind of a fun system to abuse. But you can also de-evolve and heal. So like if you're really in a bind and can't afford any of the better evolutions, you can just like downgrade something with like 50 GP and, you know, still heal real quick and then just spend the money to go back up to where you were, or spend the points or whatever to go back up to where you were. But I guess like after the fish phase, you like evolve into like a land dweller or something. And then like, you know, it goes on from there, become a caveman and all this other stuff. But I'm still at the fish phase. But it's really cool. Like each level you go through, you kind of get like, you know, stronger and stronger, and obviously the enemies do too. And like it ends with like a shark boss battle. That's where I died and got stuck on because I can't leave the level. Like I'm stuck at the final level and everything's really strong. But yeah, there's some really cool mechanics in there, and I can't believe I never heard of this game because I probably would have loved it as a kid. So I kind of want to like do some more research into that and like how it came to be. And maybe do like a kind of a comparison between that and Spore and like, you know, why we need more games like that. I'm trying to find some kind of like angle for each video. You know what I mean? Like something unique to bring to talk about it with.
Another game that's kind of like that is like Flow. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a Dreamcast game that's very similar to what you're talking about.
Is it the Seaman game?
I don't know what the title is, but it's very similar. It's just in 3D.
Okay. Because there's that one where you like talk to the fish, but I don't think that's an evolution game.
That's not it. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's something else.
Gotcha. But yeah, I like that kind of game, like where you have control over your evolution. And I wish we had more of that stuff.
I control my destiny, damn it.
Yeah. Oh, don't talk about Destiny.
Guardians control their own fate.
Dang it. It's too late.
No.
And like another one I want to do. This is a game I knew, but I only knew the Game Boy version of it. Cool Spot. Do you remember Cool Spot?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
I want to do like a comparison of the different versions of Cool Spot. I think that'd be kind of fun because, like I said, I only played the Game Boy one, which is very simple. And I've heard the other ones are like way better. So yeah, I've got some stuff I want to mess around with, but I'm so far behind on everything. I need to just like finish something instead of coming up with all this new stuff. But instead I just kind of like dabble in games because I can do that without any effort, you know. I don't have to like write or like act or anything to do that. I can just play a game. So I keep getting all these ideas by playing more and more games. Yeah, I guess I played more than I thought. I kind of remembered like some of those as I was going. I think that's it though. I think I'm done.
All right, Ben, are you ready to share the world with your panty simulator?
Not a panty simulator, panty hunting simulator. Okay. So I did a video for the site. Yes, I did something for the site besides sitting on my fat ass talking here. I did a video on Pantsu Hunter back to the 90s. Please go watch it if you haven't already. Please watch it. It's totally safe for work. I promise. There is an underwear shot at the end, but it's not on a woman. You should be fine. Just, you know, fast forward to that last part. I
also don't watch YouTube at work. It's super tacky. Do your job.
I mean, I do it, so fuck it. Anyways.
Well, I got breaks and stuff. It's fine.
True. But so like yeah, the only reason I got to look at this early is because I was scrolling through the eShop. I was talking to Thomas about it, and I was like, wow, this game looks amazing. And at first, I thought this was a visual novel, and I'm like, oh man, I totally want to date girls who look like '90s anime girls. Like that's peak aesthetic for me. So, but then instead of reading the description like I should have, I found out quickly that it's not a visual novel; it's a point-and-click adventure game, or a very light point-and-click. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit hesitant with it. I'm like, I don't know, man. Did I make a mistake in diving into this? Because as Thomas knows, and I've said on this podcast, I'm not the biggest fan of point-and-clicks because some of them can be.
Because you're too stupid.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm fucking stupid.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, but like this one, but this one's not too bad. It's just separated into 4 playable chapters, 3 like where you get to know the girls. 1 chapter has both girls in the same chapter because they're sisters, and then a hot springs chapter which I haven't gotten to yet. So basically, for some reason, this guy, main character named Kenji, he wants to find love, and for some reason, he can only determine the personality of a woman is by looking at their underwear, and he finds excuses to get into their houses and take their underwear and look at it. That's okay. Besides that, in terms of presentation, this game nails it. It's obviously in the subtitle Back to the 90s. It nails its visual style. Like, I felt like if you would have told me that this was a anime that we never got in the 90s, I would believe you, because it looks like that. The character designs are there. The music, I talked about this in the video, but I recorded the footage on late Sunday night when I got off of work, because I knew if I didn't record Sunday, I wasn't going to record it Monday, and I needed to get the editing done by Monday and then upload it by Tuesday. So I had to do this. And so, but like, I started it not because the game was boring, but because the music was so relaxing and so like good anime room music, like not like, anime opening stuff. It was really nice. They did a really great job in the presentation, and I thought they did a really great job of making the point and click not too overwhelming. And I found it fun to like experiment. Like, I think I showed off in the video where, actually I won't talk about it, so you actually go see the video. But there's all sorts of things you can do that you can get different outcomes. There's multiple endings. There's true endings. So like if you're a completionist aspect of it, I guess the fun part's going to be how to get all these different endings, how to get all the different pairs of underwear. And the voice acting, I think, is okay. It's not great. It's perfectly serviceable. Sometimes the subtitles are a little off. Like,
I saw that in the video. Like, there was a lot of spelling mistakes.
Yeah, there's a lot of spelling mistakes. Sometimes the subtitles don't, though. One of the big things for me is that sometimes the subtitles don't match what the character is saying, and that throws me off.
Oh man, that's rough.
Yeah. There's some stuff like this in the chapter 2. There's some weird dialogue choices. Like, for some reason, like this one of the girls you're trying to get her underwear. She addresses her sister as sister constantly. I'm like, you can't call her by her name, or like sis or something. It just feels weird. But like, I enjoy it. This is gonna sound weird, but it's like my game to play before I go to bed. Game, because it's like relaxing. Shut up! Don't.
Instead of watching porn, you play a porn
game. There's no
game.
nudity in this game. You were literally just talking to girls and getting to know them. That's all you're doing. No porn. Mom's not gonna get you. You're not gonna get in trouble.
Done, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Mom is not going to get you're not going to get in trouble from mom by playing this game, is what I'm saying. Yeah, A+ on the like I said, just final thoughts. A+ on the aesthetic of everything. And I would say at least an A on the point and click on making it not too for idiots like me who can play it and just experiment with stuff. It doesn't have a lot of the convolutedness that I find most point and clicks tend to have, like with inventory system. Oh, if I put this duck against this windsill while the fan is blowing, that's how I progress. Yes, because I totally would have figured that out in 1994 when I was 4 years old, or even probably when I was 16.
As a monkey wrench. Come on.
Exactly. It's stupid.
It makes sense.
No, whatever. There's some. Don't tell me there's not convoluted shit in point and clicks. Don't tell me there's not. I've played them. I've played Sam & Max. I even talked about that in the video. But yeah, go please watch it. And buy it. if you buy it, tweet at the developers. They should have a Twitter, and let them know that you heard about it from us or me, because I'm pretty sure these two do not want to be associated because I covered this game now. So yeah, thank you for checking that out.
I can't believe I got you a code for this game.
Yeah, I can't believe you did either. I can't believe it worked.
They're like, I can't believe someone asked for a code for this game.
He must be really horny. Yeah, I am. Anyways, so going from one set of weeb horniness to another, I'm still playing Fire Emblem like a crazy man. Nothing too much to report in the same, other than that I think I've pretty much set on who's going to be what in their master class, and so now my goal is to basically set their goals accordingly and then teach them the appropriate skills to make sure they can graduate, they can pass the exams, because that's what I actually like. It's like taking a test for them, which I like. The little aesthetics in Fire Emblem Three Houses are what makes it fun. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the infamous moment yet. I think I'm close to it because they brought up, I'm not going to say what it is because chances are you probably had it ruined on Twitter by everybody by now.
Infamous? What?
Yeah. But I think now that where I'm at with Fire Emblem, number one, this is a leading contender for Game of the Year. Like it's the source that hasn't been super fantastic, but I think so far, how much I'm playing this game and how much I love it, how much I can't put it down, it's a leading contender right now. And I would go far as to say that it's rivaling my feelings for Awakening in terms of enjoyment, because I loved Awakening a lot. Awakening is the bar that I have it for, and with how much I get to know my students, plus the monetary stuff, plus the battle system stuff, I think is still super fun to play. I think it's just well done. There's some minor stuff that's there that I don't mind, but I know other people might. But I enjoy it. But yeah, that's to be determined until Astral Chain comes out next week, and then I'm not gonna stop talking about that game. But yeah, really enjoying Fire Emblem. I'm still waiting to get to that moment, guys. I'm waiting, and I still haven't met my waifu for life. I have about 4 different choices right now who could be my waifu for life in this game, and I'm still not sure who it'll be. I actually thought there was a moment in the story where because there's basically a dance, sort of like in like Harry Potter 4, the Goblet, they had that dance before like the big tournament.
The Yule Ball.
Yeah, the Yule Ball. Yeah, they have like a ball in this one, and there's like a nice cutscene. Everybody's in nice dresses, and you know, like dress attire and everything, like all royal guardian shit. And your main character, Byleth, your character, walks off, and you go to the tower of the goddess, and there's like a rumor on campus that if you go with a woman, or with a man or woman go together, they promise to vow each other and they'll fall in love with each other. I didn't know this, but this is for people who haven't played it, and so that way they know. Apparently, there's a guard or a gatekeeper that you can talk to, that you can tell who you want to go to that with you, because there's a cutscene that happens, and one of your students will show up. And I thought, and it was like Scythia, the silver-haired girl. I thought it was because I had the highest level of support with her. And I thought, oh my god, is this where she becomes my waifu for life? Oh my god. And she even like admits it, like that she kind of has a crush on you, which is a bit weird considering, you know, student teacher relationship. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like we're the same age, but like it's weird. Or roughly the same age. So, but then it turns out like you can assign that. So if you want your waifu to lifu, that's a great, like, it gives you a little like charm, like heart-to-heart moment for them. So just FYI, you know, not a spoilery, but just something to be aware of if you want a specific character to be your loved one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play more after this tonight, to be honest with you, even though I have work early the next day. And just to close it off, played Mortal Kombat, played a lot more Nightwolf. I really like Nightwolf. I like fooling around with his variations. And I got a lot more, like, for some reason, I don't know if they did this with Shang Tsung or I just stopped playing, but like, I've gotten way more stuff. They've either done more towers or I've gotten way more stuff for Nightwolf than I ever did with Shang Tsung. And that kind of annoys me because I wanted to play more Shang Tsung, but I only have like 3, 4, 5 of each thing, and like that's not enough customization for me. Versus Nightwolf, I already have 8. you know, and I have at least 13 to 15 things per like gear thing you can unlock for each character. But I'm probably gonna stop the game for now until I guess we're gonna talk about the news. A certain character comes out in 2 months, so I'll probably pick it up back then. But because I don't want to, I like to space this game out. I don't ever want to get burned out of this. I want to keep coming back fresh. But that's all I've been playing. I mean, I turned on my Super Nintendo Classic, but I kind of just played around a little bit just because the Sega Genesis comes out next month, and I'm just in that retro mindset. So I just played Mario World for like an hour, and that was really, really fun just to play that again. Yeah, that's it for me. No more waifu rambling for me.
So yeah, I finally finished off all 3 sets of the armor for the Solstice of Heroes, and now I have about a month of free time to play other games. So I finally hopped back into Witcher 3. I had a drunken escapade with some of my Witcher buddies, where we just got wasted and wanted to summon a couple of whores to our place. So we went to the sorcerers or the sorceress's area, and trying to like use her teleportation magic, and they, for some reason, the Witchers thought that they needed to dress up in Yennefer's clothes. So they took off their clothes and put on her clothes to try and get it to work, and it didn't work. And it was really funny. And after that, I forgot to put my clothes back on. So throughout like the serious cutscene of like trying to restore this person, like breaking a curse off of a person, I was just all naked. It was great. Played some more Yakuza Kiwami 2. Not really much to say there other than I was just running around punching dudes. I got a rocket launcher. I need to see what this rocket launcher is like in this game. I can't imagine it being all that great. Maybe against bosses. But the other thing that I'll talk about is I've been playing PC Simulator. What's the actual name of this thing? It's like PC. Oh my Steam closed to me. Anyways, basically what you do is you own the shop of a PC repair place, and you work your way up from nothing. Like all you're doing is just cleaning out PCs and running virus scans, up to like repairing PCs and putting like new parts into them, like motherboards and graphics cards and stuff. And eventually you can work your way up to owning a few more desks. There's like a Razer branded workshop that you can buy for DLC, which is really funny. The most notable thing that like has happened so far is that there was like this DVD, this movie executive. He wanted me to work on his computer and so that he can burn DVDs for some reason to watch movies. I don't know why. But like that's about it. It's like a fun, like, grind, start from nothing, build your empire kind of game. And it's not terrible. Like I like doing it. PC building simulator. And I think there's like a free mode where you can just go in there and build PCs if you want. Which I don't know. That doesn't seem fun to me, like the free mode. Or rather, like
building computers is its own reward.
not if you can't use them.
But like you can still, I saw that you can like still make them boot up, and like you might get a an error message if you don't do it correctly. And so it's like it's practice. Like if you've struggled, if it's like you haven't built a computer before but you want to learn, it's a no risk way to do it and not burn anything out.
I guess like if you're playing this on a laptop or something.
Well, it's on PS4.
Oh yeah, they put it to consoles now, didn't they?
Yeah, that's why it's funny. Because you can have PC Builder on your console.
Yeah, I had parts where I screwed up before where I just like didn't put like RAM back into my computer so it wouldn't boot. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like funny stuff like that has happened. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot more to it because after I last played it more options have opened up to me, like more things to buy. What's really funny is that when you first boot it up and your first PC that you like read emails on to accept jobs, it has the same background that you have. So like it had a Destiny background, and I thought like a cool joke would just be like install Destiny backgrounds on everyone's PCs and then send them like as a joke. But that takes way too much effort. Like you have to install backgrounds and wallpaper programs, and then you have to go in and find it, and it's not worth it. Not worth it for the joke. But yeah,
not when it's just a random computer player.
Exactly. But yeah, that's interesting. I'll probably play a little bit more of that, but I want to get back into Yakuza since we have some news on Yakuza.
Yeah, we do.
So Yakuza Collection, Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 are coming to PS4. I just closed the news.
Smart.
Yakuza 3 is available now. Yakuza 4 will be coming October 29th, and Yakuza 5 is going to be coming out February 11, 2020. And on February 11th, you can also buy the physical collector's edition, which I already pre-ordered. It comes with all 3 games. It also comes with a case for Yakuza 5, the PS3 case, because we never got it here, so I guess they wanted to like throw a bone to collectors.
Okay, so these were all PS3 games then?
I know for sure 5 and 4 are. I don't know about 3. 3 might have been.
Because I would guess if they're remasters, they were PS3. Because anything, before that, you either have to remake or it's going to look drastically worse than the others. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this. I'm gonna have to wait to get 3 and 4 for the physical edition, because I don't want to buy the digital versions and then get the physical version. It's just a waste of money. And besides, I need to play through Yakuza 2 anyways, so I'm okay with waiting. Moving on. I'm gonna talk about Destiny real quick, because of course. They had 2 new trailers, one for the season of Undying and one for Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep and Undying aren't the same thing, but I think season of Undying takes place during Shadowkeep. It's
still part of the expansion?
Yeah. It's just the name for it. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. But we got to see some stuff on the finishing moves. So like some finishing moves, there's going to be mods for your finishing moves, and so you can do a finishing move and it'll drop power ammo for your team. Like your whole team could pick up power ammo, which that could be pretty overpowered if you think about it. Like everyone's low on power ammo and then everyone's back stocked up, considering how broken power ammo is in this game now.
Yeah.
We already knew we were going back to the Black Garden. We're going to have some more lore with the Vex. That's always good. Shadowkeep trailer looks awesome. Titans can do a roundhouse kick now, which is sweet. For a finishing move. Omnigul's back. Crota's back.
You're just saying things.
The ogre from that strike is back. Anyways, yeah, trailer looks awesome. I'm looking forward to this. October 1st is the actual release date. So,
do we know yet when the free-to-play stuff is coming?
It's like the same day as Shadowkeep.
Okay.
They want to launch that all at the same time, which.
Yeah, I guess I get that, but like I would like some time to jump back in.
Well, the free-to-play stuff is just the same stuff that you have.
I know, but I'm saying like, I don't necessarily want to buy Shadowkeep. But like once everyone else already has it, I would feel behind. I mean, I'm already going to be behind. Like I'd like some time to get back up.
Well, here's some good news for you. As soon as Shadowkeep comes out, all of your items are going to be boosted up to 750 power, which is the power cap now.
Oh, well, that seems broken.
It's just so that you don't feel left behind.
I mean, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of surprising.
Yeah, they want to make Shadowkeep be like it's your first experience, if you're returning, you're not behind on the game.
So is this like they're taking King?
I guess so.
Like, is it gonna drastically change the game?
Yeah, there's some like hints and stuff. Like nothing's been confirmed, but people have been like looking at stills and stuff, looking at the map for the moon, and how there's like now difficulty levels which were in the game before. Like there's before you could for a couple things, but not really. Here it looks like they're gonna have actual difficulty levels, which is interesting. New activities.
I think it's gonna inject a lot of life into it anyway, so it'll feel like a new game.
Yeah, there's gonna be new activities. Yeah.
Still no new classes?
Not yet. Nothing else for that.
Kind of surprising.
There was new supers from the Forsaken, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on, we have Apex Legends forum becomes heated as developer calls toxic community members asshats. Justin, did you put this one in?
I don't remember. It was
okay.
like a while ago, but I remember the story.
Okay.
So it probably was me.
Yeah, it was you.
So basically, there was some issues with like I guess like 6 months into Apex. What?
I was going to say there was like I watched a YouTube video on it. There was an event going on that had a ridiculous, like the amount of currency, like in-game currency you had to get, like a lot, certain stuff was locked off, and like the thing you had to get would cost even more money. It is just basically a lot of greed.
Yeah,
a lot of greed.
It was like $170 to unlock this stuff.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is like when Respawn was first working on this game, they had full creative control. Like EA had nothing to do with it. They probably didn't have any faith in it. And then it came out, was pretty successful, and now EA is getting their grubby, greedy hands all over it and saying, "Hey, you have to monetize these things." Not Respawn's choice, but you know it's their game, so they do what Daddy EA tells them. So this stuff comes out, it's ridiculous. They're like, "We feel betrayed by this game. Like, you know, you didn't do any of this stuff before, and now you are. What's up?" And the developers in an AMA were trying to, you know, answer the questions and everything, and just kept getting overwhelmed with like toxic responses from people and their entitled, like, "How dare you make us pay for this stuff in a free game" attitude. Or, you know, they could grind out the currency to get it. I'm not saying it was well priced. I'm just saying, you know, there's two sides to it, and maybe just don't be greedy in a free-to-play game where it's cosmetics, you don't have to buy them. So the developers got kind of snippy with them, which, to the credit of the other side, the developers could have just focused on the people that were, you know, commenting politely and asking real questions. They didn't have to devolve into the angry comments or anything. They could have completely ignored that stuff. But they didn't, and they used it as an opportunity to basically tell the toxic people that they should not be like that. And kind of like, let's see, hold on. I want to find an actual quote. "We've said it before, but we will not engage with temper tantrums and personal attacks or vitriolic threads. And personal attacks or vitriolic threads are completely unacceptable. We took a look in the mirror this week and decided we hadn't met up obligations and are making changes because we believe in our approach. I've been in the industry long enough to remember when players weren't complete asshats developers, and it was pretty neat. I forged a bunch of long-lasting relationships from back then. It would be awesome to get back there, and not engaging with toxic people or asking how high when a mob screams jump is hopefully a start." And then, in a response, one of the Reddit users said they were money grubbing and insinuated that charging extra for in-game content was harmful to customers, which is fair, but again, it's a free-to-play game and they're optional purchases. Shut up. That's me editorializing. And the developer said, "Hey everyone, found the dick I was talking about. Guess what? I didn't even read your comment except for the first sentence and left. This kind of garbage doesn't warrant a reply. But lucky for you, I already made a comment about this earlier. Go find it." So again, kind of like unnecessarily snarky responses from a professional. Don't stoop to their level. And then someone else, like the community manager for Respawn, jumped in to try to mediate the situation and failed miserably. He said, so it's fine for all of you to call us liars, full of shit, and other personal attacks when we communicate an apology and update to the event, but we are, quote-unquote, immature when we call people out on it. Got it. So yeah, a lot of snarkiness, a lot of unnecessary back and forth. The people making the game should not stoop to the same level as the toxic fans, or else they're just making more toxicity. I think that goes without saying.
It's just making it worse.
Yeah. Finally, another Reddit or Respawn developer chimed in to kind of, again, try to mediate things and say it in a better way. This is a long thing. I'll see how much I'm going to read. Says, I get you don't know anyone from the studio personally, that we might be evil robots or trained murder pigeons or whatever, for all you know. Dope. But if your takeaway from the last 6 months of Apex is these diabolical lying money geniuses know exactly what they're doing to surgically extract our soul cash, then oh buddy. Personal opinion here, from a grunt in the trenches, the last project this team put out, I like this part by the way, the last project this team put out was a $60 box product that I love. I assumed we were stuck doing that until the heat death of the universe, but lo and behold, Apex. I am super proud of the leadership and business teams for getting us from the $60 at the door or GTFO nerds sales model to $0 to play, no pay to win, cosmetics and battle pass keep the lights on. Obviously, we don't have it all to a science yet, but I got to work on gameplay stuff today that everyone will play for free in X weeks or months, and that's cool. So basically what they're saying is, hey, we could keep making $60 games that no one's going to buy, or we can put something out for free that literally anyone can play with no cost to them, and the passionate fans will still help us keep the lights on by spending money on optional cosmetics and battle passes. Which do you prefer? And I think that is where they should have started, posing that question to the fans of, do you want, a cost of the game, or do you want costs in the game? Because you can't just get something for free. Rather than stooping to their level and fighting them unnecessarily, which immediately shut off any actual dialogue about the problem at hand. What do you guys think?
I agree, surprisingly, because normally I'm the guy who would be the developer. Like, yeah, tell them to go fuck themselves. I'll say that. Go fuck yourselves for being an entitled asshole.
Sure.
But there's a certain level of professionalism that you do have to attain. Lord knows I want to tell so many people at Walmart, go fuck yourself. But I can't. Maybe one day I will when I just lose my insanity. Yeah. But I think they should have tried to do with that second one where this is your option. These are your options, whether you like them or not, in the most like non-aggressive, non-condescending way.
Yeah.
I don't think posing that question to an internet base will even matter, because you can say one thing, but then your support with your dollars, right? In the end,
that's ultimately how everything works. Yeah. Like, if you don't like HP Legends, just don't buy the cosmetics and don't play the game.
Right. I mean, that's the thing they're saying, is anyone can play this game for free. So to feel entitled that you have to spend money on it isn't even accurate, because you don't. You're choosing to spend money on it. And if you're mad that this cosmetic or, battle pass or whatever costs too much money, don't buy it. You can still play the game. If you want all the cosmetics and it costs too much for you, maybe reassess your priorities.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I played Fortnite and never bought a single battle pass. Yeah. Never spent, and I had fun playing the game. You can play that's how Apex Legends is structured. So,
I think it's important with free-to-play games, if you do enjoy them, if you do put time into them, to spend some money. Because that's saying, hey, I support your development of this game. Yeah. I've had fun with it. Here's what my time is worth.
Yeah.
But if something is too expensive, just don't buy that thing specifically and show them, because they see the numbers. Show them, hey, this is outside of the range of what we're willing to pay, and then it won't make money, and they'll lower the price. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, there was actually in the developers' notes for Destiny, obviously this goes back to Destiny, Luke Smith said that the cosmetics for the Whisper of the Worm gun, that you could buy in Eververse, supported the dev cost for another mission that was like the Whisper of the Wind mission. So like I like how Bungie's just being like absolutely open and straight now with everything that they're talking about, and like they're talking about microtransactions. No one would ever want, like, companies never want to talk about microtransactions like in that kind of light.
Yeah. So, now games are sold on, you know, we're coming out free to play, or not free to play, like free DLC in the future, no microtransactions, like blah blah blah. Like they lay it all out in the announcement of the game, which I like. I'm glad that we're to that point, but like that's a feature now. No microtransactions is a feature.
Yeah, like how me and Ben talked about last week with the Need for Speed, that the no loot boxes is a feature.
It's a spelling. It's an advertisement now.
Yeah, it's a bullet point. Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to talk about on this?
No, I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet throughout the week. I don't want to rehash everything that people have talked about, but I wanted to mostly focus on the fact that when you're getting something free to play, they have to make money somehow, or else the game goes away. Yep. So if you love the game, but you're mad that you have to spend money on it, you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get hyped for a new game. Well, we've talked about this before. Disintegration. There's some more info that came out on it. So it's the game in which is being worked on by a team of 30 people, including ex-Halo devs. Centers on piloting and hovering weaponized vehicles called grav cycles. There's multiple class types. Simultaneously commanding up to 4 AI-controlled ground soldiers. The way we're developing the game is thinking of you as the pilot, the grav cycle as your right hand, and your crew on the ground as your left hand. Disintegration takes place around 150 years in the future, when in order to escape from the threat of extinction is at the hands of a pandemic, many humans have had their brains integrated into a robot frame, with the idea being to reverse the process once the virus is no longer a threat. However, this leads to unrest and civil war breaks out between integrated humans and the naturals, with the former winning easily. Players take on the role of integrated protagonist Romer Scholl, who's rebelling against the integrated forces, which are now known as the Royan. The campaign plays out across Rocky Mountains, the Arizona desert, the west coast of US and Iceland. While Disintegration was originally pitched as a 4 to 6 hour experience, it is now 13 missions with 10 to 12 hour playthrough. Disintegration is a shot through with Bungie DNA, not just in its visuals. You'll also expect from the artist behind the Master Chief, but also in how it plays and feels. But you can see the youthful perspective here too in combat that is fast-paced, tactical, and also in the multiplayer mode built on hero moments.
Can I just say real quick about the article that, like, where it talks about where the game takes place, about the Rocky Mountains, and it does it? You literally could have said it takes place in the western half of the United States, but the person needed to hit the word count for the article, so they put the location specifically. I just find that funny. I'm sorry.
It sounds like it's going to have a lot of lore.
I like that. Yeah, this game sounds cool.
Alright.
But I can't play.
The trailer kind of confused me on it. Like I couldn't really tell what it is. But I'm still interested.
It sounds like it's got some kind of like RTS element to it with the controlling your AI partners.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't really speak to me though.
I mean, it's a video game, it's not sentient, it can't talk to you.
Wow. I didn't think you were gonna say that.
Oh, come on. It's me.
Okay, I don't know, this seems pretty cool. I don't know about the RTS elements, because I can't remember the last time I played an RTS that I really enjoyed.
I've never played one, so... Well...
I used to play them all the time as a kid, and now I don't know, I guess I don't have the patience for it.
Is XCOM RTS?
It's a tactical game.
Okay. So it's not like... RTS is like StarCraft.
Real-time strategy, yeah, like StarCraft.
Okay. Like, you have to do that shit in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that, I'm too stupid.
Maybe this will, no, well, they said AI controlled. I don't know, that's weird.
Maybe you set the orders. Like, you set the orders and then they do whatever they do the orders based.
I want to say like a Tom Clancy game did this once. Like, I was gonna say Endgame, but maybe like End War. I think N-Word did this once, where you like just talked into a microphone, and then the AI would do the things that you tell them to do.
There was a Sega game like that. No, RTS was like a shooter, a third-person shooter, where like you can use your mic to.
I think that was a horror game, wasn't it?
No, it was a sci-fi action shooter game.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was called, but it was all right.
Moving on to some bigger news, we got Sony buying Insomniac Games.
Basically, the boyfriend and the girlfriend that were dating for so long just decided to fucking get the marriage license.
I already thought that they bought them.
Well, I mean, Sunset Overdrive. You can't forget about that little affair they had with Microsoft.
Everybody has that summer fling, and then you go back.
NEA with Fuse, if you guys remember Fuse.
And it was, what? I vaguely remember it.
Is that like a rhythm game?
Nope. It was like a third-person shooter.
What?
Fuse, yeah. Look it up. I played that with a couple of friends of mine. I hated it. They loved it. I don't know.
Is that the one with the parkour stuff?
Fuse?
I don't think so. There's like a couple classes.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking of another game.
FUZE for some reason.
Fuel is a racing game. I can tell you that.
There's something that's a rhythm game. That's like a similar title to that.
Probably.
Oh, but no, I had no idea that they made something else. Critical and commercial failure for EA. I guess that's why.
Yep. it
cool.
Did not go over well.
But no, they had Resistance also. That series.
Oh, yeah, isn't that PS? That's PlayStation, isn't it?
No, it is. But
okay. Okay. Yeah. My bad.
But yeah, most of what they made has been PlayStation.
I read this news as Sony, please give us more Spider-Man. Give us, because they're not going to make anything else. Not how Spider-Man did. What Spider-Man did. At least not from
They're not going to make they're going to make a next Spider-Man next.
A Spider-Man 2. Just say Spider-Man 2.
I mean, probably, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to see what else they made because there was something like before, like all of the Sony stuff. Disruptor. That's what it was. No, that was still PlayStation.
They made a lot of one-off games, like indie stuff.
These aren't the Infamous people, are they? No,
that's Sucker Punch.
That's right. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
They actually haven't made a lot of one-offs. Oh, they made Song of the Deep. That's what I was thinking of.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's the one that was in my.
That sounds like a Dark Souls boss right there.
It's like a sub game, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a Metroidvania in the sea.
It's weird.
Oh, okay, that sounds cool.
It's in the Metroidvania video that you were a part of.
That was a while ago. So, excuse me for not remembering. I apologize, oh humble my lord.
I mean, I made it, and I remember.
Yeah, but I only did the one bit, and that was a while ago.
I was joking, because of course I remember.
I know. But I'll probably... Thank you for reminding me, oh, great one.
Well, let's keep it in the family of the Marvel news. Well, with Marvel, I guess. Marvel Avengers 8 April gameplay footage was released. What do you guys think?
It's like the demo that they showed behind closed doors and stuff like that. It's the same thing, just they made it public now.
Yeah, but I didn't see any of it, so it's new to me.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of like the off-screen stuff. I wanted to wait for an official one. So this is the first time I saw it too, but I had like read up what was in it and stuff. It looks fine.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to be a better game than this trailer shows.
Absolutely.
And the voices didn't bother me as much as I thought they would.
Oh, they still bother me.
The only one that bothered me is Black Widow. Because, who's that voice actress?
Laura Bailey.
Thank you, Laura Bailey. She sounds exactly like MJ. Like, she didn't do a different voice or anything. It's just, I've played so much Spider-Man, and she's the redheaded female lead of that, and then now that same voice is Black Widow.
So this is why I switched Chun to Japanese, so I don't have that problem.
This isn't going to have Japanese voiceovers.
I know. What I'm saying is I can play it in English and I'm not thinking I'm hearing Chun-Li in a Black Widow outfit.
Chun-Li is also Laura Bailey?
Yep. At least she used to be. She's not anymore. And new stuff, she's not.
Gotcha. But, like, I actually liked Troy Baker as Iron Man.
Oh, no, he's not Iron Man. Nolan North is Iron Man.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was Troy Baker.
No, I'm pretty sure Nolan North is Iron Man because I was annoyed because I could hear his voice.
I heard Troy Baker.
Troy Baker is
I like both their voices. They're both good.
I mean, Mil North's good, but he does the one voice, and he does it for every single character he does.
Oh, he is Iron Man. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I got some switch. Troy Baker's Hulk.
Yeah. His Hulk, I like his Hulk. I like whoever's Thor. I love Thor. Thor was great.
Thor is Travis Willingham.
Yeah, he's great.
And he has a good voice. He is, like, he's got a little bit more vocal diversity. He's Tombstone in Spider-Man. And he's got that, like, that good gravel. Like the
Yeah, he's great.
But his Thor is really nice, too, because it's got that gravitas.
He's not doing he's not doing a Hemsworth impersonation, which is awesome.
Yeah. But I mean, it looks fine. Like the characters all play strongly.
I just hate how dull it looks, like color wise.
Yeah.
Like, it's all like, I mean, and this is coming from playing Ultimate Alliance so long, because like that game pops with color, like the color everywhere, and they're two different types of game. Well, are they really that different though? Like that's the only thing I didn't like about it. It's just how like it reminds like, what if we take the MCU? The MCU has a lot of bright colors, and just DC movie it and just drain everything out. Like it just doesn't, like, maybe they'll change it in the final product. Hopefully, but it just looks lifeless to me. That's the only thing. It's going for that realism bit a bit too much. Like, pull it back. It's a comic book cart game.
And the characters are kind of ugly.
Oh, they're still they're still fugly. Yeah.
But we talked about while we were playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which we also played this week. AIM. AIM is like the main bad guys in this game.
That's so stupid. I hate it. Like I'm like, they're jokes. Like they're, I guess.
Well, I don't know about main bad guys, but they're like the ones that caused this event in the beginning.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
But like it talked about Terrigen crystals, so like I have a feeling like this little beginning part takes place like 5 years before the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to end with the Terrigen crystal getting loose, and then we're going to have a bunch of new suits by the actual game start. Because there was a tease that like the little girl in that trailer with the Captain Marvel shirt is
Kamala
Marvel.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's right, but she's probably not a superhero yet, and she'll get hit with the Terrigen crystal and then be Ms. Marvel by the actual start of the game. And she's probably the one that's going to like bring the team together. So that's kind of cool. And like they already showed Hank Pym's going to be joining eventually. And
that's not Hank Pym.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon. You mean Joss Whedon's going to bring the Avengers together? Because that's what they look like to me.
Kind of. And then they said a few of the villains are Abomination and Taskmaster.
That's pretty dope.
There's some cool stuff that they're teasing toward. And like I like the emphasis on costumes. Like some of the costumes give them different abilities. Some are just cosmetic. And there's like skill trees where you can kind of create the character you want to create. Unlike Ultimate Alliance, that just gives you 4 moves and says screw it.
Yeah.
So like they mentioned you could have a Thor that's like more lightning based, or one that's more like kind of hammer and brawl, things like that. And that's really cool. Like you could theoretically have, I don't know if you can like mix and match, but you could theoretically have like 4 Thors on your team and they can all play differently.
Where the fuck did you where the fuck did you other assholes come from?
Yeah. I think that'd be fun. Like if you could kind of do multiverse type stuff where it's like each person can be the same character, they just have to be a different costume.
That would be dope.
But I think there'll be some cool stuff in there. Like I see this being a really good like games of service game. You know, not something you get super into, but something you jump in with your friends and play through every now and then.
Yeah. Just turn the color up. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think it looks way better than what it first looked like on Square's stage. So that's good.
Yeah, that like cinematic trailer was not good.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. This looks way better. Keeping soups in this, let's move over to the Mortal Kombat 11 Combat Pack.
Oh yes.
Sorry.
So I don't know what's a spoiler and what's a non-spoiler.
None of what was officially revealed is not a spoiler. There is
6 characters are not spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah, these 6, there's other stuff out there which I'm aware of is out there. So yeah. But let's talk about what was officially released.
So we got Spawn.
He looks great.
Yeah, he does.
I like the costume.
We got Terminator.
T800 model.
I mean, sure.
Looks great.
He looks great. I don't know why he needs to be in this game.
Because there's a movie coming out.
You hate Terminator.
No, I love Terminator. I friggin' love Terminator. Like, as a series, I love it.
I would.
But why'd they pick the T-800?
Because that's the iconic one.
At least he's got more moves.
That's the iconic one. That's why.
He's the cool one.
Yeah. By the way, I talked to my dad. I told him, like, what if you could time travel back to 1995 and tell your younger self, like, hey, there's going to be a Mortal Kombat game in about 20 years that's going to have the Terminator and Spawn in the same game.
And Joker.
Well, fuck Joker. We're not talking about Joker. We're talking about
the fact that he's in it. Like,
yeah, the fact that he's in it. Yeah. But like, imagine in like I just like this is crazy to me.
I mean, even Mortal Kombat 10, you're gonna have Predator, Jason, Alien,
Leatherface.
I forget what was in that and what was in
Nine had Freddy Krueger, and Injustice had Raiden and Sub-Zero.
Yeah. Oh, and the Ninja Turtles and Hellboy.
Yes. Oh my god, yeah.
But no, like there was others. Like there was 2 packs in 10. There was, and it was like a few, mostly guest characters.
The second one mostly had MK stuff, from what I remember, except for I don't even fucking remember.
Oh, that was like I didn't get that one. That was like Triborg, Bo Raicho.
Yeah. Like I said, it's mostly MK characters.
I think there was another like villain thing. Like maybe that was Predator.
No, Predator was in the first one. Maybe it was Leatherface in the second one. Because I don't think he was in the first one. Because I know.
The point is, it's been weird lately. But no, the only reason I'm mad about the Terminator is because I feel like this version is going to be very boring. Like he's not going to have a lot of move variety. He's got a shotgun and like punches, I guess. But the T-1000, like the Liquid Terminator, could have had some really cool like transformation type moves that would have made him really fun. That's the only thing that bothers me. I get they wanted to do the Arnold Schwarzenegger thing, but at what cost?
I mean, he looks cooler.
He's gonna be Jason. He's gonna be just a lot of the same variations.
Jason was fun in MKX.
Fine. He did the same moves over and over again.
Yeah, so does every fighting game character.
No, they have like variations, like different.
Yeah, no, but they all do the same. Like at the end of the day, you're going to be doing your same strings over and over again. That's just how it works.
But like compare like Nightwolf, for example. If we're talking about
sure, yeah. There's different.
His like hatchet, his lightning, his different spiritual animals and stuff.
How about?
And then you've got Terminator that has a shotgun in his fists.
How about this? Just as a challenge for myself, I will do an in-depth video for the website on the moves of Terminator, and I'll use the ugly-ass Switch version because it's the only version I have. I have the pass, and it gives me a project to look forward to in October. I will make. Oh god, I'm gonna make a comprehensive Terminator move video. Holy shit! Okay.
Yeah, convince me that he's worth playing. I dare you.
At low tier, I will. Yeah.
Speaking of, I started to play Nightwolf.
Yes.
I got to jump back into that.
But yeah, so speaking of that, they also released the dates for these characters as well. Terminator is next on October the 8th, so it looks like they're going to be doing once every 2 months, which is, I think that's fine. Sindel comes out Thanksgiving weekend, which I kind of find so hilarious. I don't know why. I find that funny. Okay, and then we'll talk to Joe about Joker in a minute and how horrible he looks.
It's a porn parody version.
Yeah, Joker comes out January 29th. And then I have to wait till March of next year to play Spawn. March 22nd.
I think Spawn's going to be fun. Like, I never played him in Soul Calibur, but I heard he was really cool.
But, like, I gotta wait so long. I thought he would be after Sindel. No. Oh, my God.
Did we talk about one spoilery thing that wasn't in the
I'd rather not.
All right.
You can DM Thomas afterwards. I'd rather not. I think I had one ruined for me just because.
Well, it was just a minor pet peeve about like the characters we got, but it's whatever.
I mean, Joker to me is the biggest disappointment because at first I was like, "Oh,
that's what I'm talking about."
Oh, that's not a spoiler though.
It was supposed to be him.
Oh, it's supposed to be the other character that we kind of hinted at. Yeah. We can say that. Okay, yeah, that's yeah.
So you know that.
But because I thought that's who was this going to be.
Right. Well, because in that announcement, they had like the chainsaw sound.
Yeah.
But then we got Joker, and it's like no one in this roster has a chainsaw.
Yeah, but like, it's like, and
apparently there's a lot of swap because there's actually like screenshots of the combat pack.
Yeah, I've seen
that.
it.
Yeah,
I saw that. So one character is ruined for me.
I mean, we don't even know if he's still coming. That's the thing. Is it a spoiler?
I hope not, because I don't want
to. Too, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's just weird. Like this whole Joker thing seems weird. Like it was just an 11-hour switch, and he's not going to be a good character.
Yeah. And by the way, this is the thing that I was watching Maximilian Dude's stream. He talked about, and this is some coming from the Mortal Kombat developers, because one thing we've noticed with Mortal Kombat 11's DLC practices this time is that it's taking a lot longer to get characters like by now. Most of the characters would have been out by now, or roughly close to being done
for the first pack. Yeah.
And then like by the time Spawn comes out next year, we would already started Combat Pack 2. Yeah. That apparently this is a Warner Brothers decision of spacing it out, and that Max was basically hoping that this is maybe them like, okay, the crunch thing, they're taking longer, but then maybe it's not, and that it's Warner Brothers sort of like, because they're trying to, the whole games of service thing, get you to keep coming back. And there was a quote that saying NetherRealm was going to support this game longer, and a lot of us thought, oh, more content. No, it just means the same amount of content, just over longer periods of time.
There's going to be a Combat Pack 2.
Yeah. No, sure. But if we're not going to get if Combat Pack 2 is not going to finish to 2021, that's like, ugh. I mean, I'm in for Combat Pack 1. I have to, before I buy Combat Pack 2 for like $40, I have to know what's in it. Because that's a long wait.
Yeah.
It is a little rough. It's like they're not really adding new content. They're just adding characters.
Exactly, yeah. You're not getting new stages. Yeah. You're not getting stages. You're not getting anything. They're going to get costumes, but you got to unlock that shit first if you get lucky.
Right.
So, yeah.
Because I assume they're not in the crypt. They're not making the crypt bigger.
No, you can get stuff from new characters in the crypt. You just have to basically use a Chronica thing that can re-close chests, and you can open up. So that's how you. Yeah.
That's been in there since launch.
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing.
I'm not very far in the crypt.
Or there's like a shrine that you can put money in, and that basically unlocks stuff. So, yeah. Oh, this is a minor MK news thing since we're talking about it already. I don't know if you had any more thoughts on the Combat Pack, Justin.
No, I really only care about Sindel, which is kind of and Spawn, but he's last.
Yeah, I want to see Sindel.
Bummer, because it's like she's super far away, and I feel like they should have led with their actual Mortal Kombat characters.
She would have been perfect for Halloween.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I guess, when's the next Terminator movie coming out? Is it October?
I have no idea.
Are they trying to tie into that?
I have no idea. I wish that I know there's a Terminator movie coming out, but I have no idea.
The Joker thing, I figured they were trying to tie into the Joker movie, but that comes out in October.
Yeah. Well, by the time Joker comes out on the game, the Blu-ray for Joker the movie will probably be coming out.
That's true. Because I'm sure they had to push that back because they weren't planning on putting him in here. Yeah. So now they have to build him.
Yeah.
Apparently, the new Terminator movie is called Terminator Dark Fate, and it releases October 23rd.
There you go. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Hey, you like Terminator? Come buy our Mortal Kombat Premium Edition where you can play him now and fight against Liu Kang and Sub-Zero. That's wild to even say that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I'm gonna have fun. I'm looking forward to Terminator. I think it's gonna be awesome. But this is a minor thing to MK that Ed Boon just tweeted out like today, I think. That one of the bigger problems with the tournament, with the ranked mode or just tournaments fighting in general, is that there's only 2 variations, and they're generally considered boring in terms of a viewing thing and a playing thing. They're not fun. A lot of the fun stuff in Mortal Kombat is in the other variations. In an upcoming patch, they will add an official 3rd variation. So hopefully they'll incorporate some of the more unique fun moves in there. Hopefully. But so yeah, that's good. I think that's a good thing. Maybe they realized their top 8s were getting a little stale, and or the players weren't happy with how the competitive variations were. Because for me personally, the only competitive variant that I've liked is Sub-Zero, because he's the only one. He gets like still fun stuff and good, and he's good. Versus a lot of the characters, a lot of it is either boring, but it does damage, and the fun stuff is like locked away, you can't play it unless it's casual mode.
Yeah, the competitives are the worst versions of their moves.
Yeah, it's not fun. Like Nightwolf is garbage to me with this competitive stuff, but you add some of the other stuff where like he has a low dash that's fast. That's fun to me. I'll play that, sure. But cool. No more Mortal Kombat news except for, Joker.
I guess.
Alright, let's move on into the Gameinformer layoffs that happened this week. So there's decision to cut staff members appears to be a GameStop one, rather than one made internally by Gameinformer. Those remain speculative until the official statement is made, given how many gamers have expressed their discontent over the firing some of their favorite journalists. It'd make more sense the decision really was part of GameStop's continued efforts. I guess this was before they actually came out. So earlier this month, GameStop laid off 50 of their field leaders, including regional district HR and LP. Let's see. In a statement made by Game Daily, GameStop confirmed they also cut 100 corporate staff positions, so it's not just Gameinformer. Andy McNamara confirms he will address the Gameinformer layoffs. Early estimates placed the layoff total around half of Gameinformer staff. Managing editor Matt Burtz has confirmed that he's been laid off from Gameinformer. Do you have the names with you, Justin, of who was laid off?
Not specifically all of them.
Okay.
I mean, they're part of. So a lot of them are part of this article.
Okay. This is. We encourage everyone to send their love to Surreal, Imran, Kyle, Jeff, Elise, Matt, and Javi. So those are the names. Yeah, it sucks.
It says Andrew Rayner confirms that despite the layoffs, Gameinformer will not be shutting down.
Right. There was a lot of articles going around saying that Gameinformer is going to get shut down. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Clearly. Yeah, this sucks because they're eventually going to go away. It's
yeah.
It's an inevitable because of GameStop.
But I mean, it's still a print publication, right?
They do that, but they have a website now.
No, I know. I understand that part, but I'm saying if GameStop is going away, which it is, I don't know why I said if. They're obviously not going to get the magazine sales or whatever through the Power Up Awards sleazy stuff, but they could still keep a staff on for the website, just as a gaming news outlet.
Yeah, but if GameStop shuts down, or when GameStop shuts down, wouldn't that take Gameinformer with them? They wouldn't be able to.
Not necessarily, because Gameinformer exists before GameStop, right?
Yeah, but they
before
own
GameStop.
them?
Right, but if GameStop closes, Gameinformer wouldn't necessarily go with them. They would just be sold off. It's when you liquidate your assets or whatever, you sell the individual parts of it.
Yeah, I just don't know who would pick them up though.
I don't either. They could go independent.
They could try.
That's a huge order to ask, especially in today's.
Yeah, but managing a website isn't nearly as bad as managing an entire publication and all that.
No,
I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it's doable. More doable.
I would even argue it's not, just because of how much of just Twitter in general, and how much people don't go to websites as much anymore. You get all your news from Twitter.
They managed everything through a YouTube and
Oh sure.
Even Patreon. There's ways.
Yeah, it's doable, but it's a huge mountain to climb.
Yeah, I'd feel there would just be so much red tape and who owns what and what code goes to who. That kind of stuff, the back end stuff that we don't see.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a mess that would be.
But the Nintendo Power team has kept the Nintendo Force thing going through their publication, their podcast, all that stuff is doing pretty well. So there's a market for that stuff. It just has to kind of be fan funded in a way. Nintendo Force, I think, was a Indiegogo Kickstarter or something like that to get it going. And now that it's going, it's self-sufficient. But they had to get that startup.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just rough because Gameinformer was one of the first things that I ever subscribed to for magazine. Like, I didn't have the PlayStation stuff and all that. Gameinformer was my first, and I also like did my first reviews on Gameinformer just on my like blog section of that site, and so it hurts me personally, like deep in my soul, because I first lost Joystick. Joystick was like my number one thing, and then that just went under, and now Gameinformer. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Hurt.
Well, that's part of the problem of like everything being independent now. I mean, I know I just said like they could go independent, but I mean like not from a company standpoint. Like people getting all of their information from their favorite YouTuber.
Right.
Like they go to their YouTube channel and watch their watch along of like the Gamescom conferences and the E3 conferences.
Right.
And so like they don't go to news outlets. They just watch their YouTubers watching the things themselves.
I do that with Maximilian when he was talking Gamescom. I didn't go to any official thing.
Right. Which to me, that sounds like a lot of time. Like, I would rather just go to a news outlet and read the stuff. And then if it's interesting, I can get a video of it.
Yeah.
But
Justin, we do the watch-alongs at E3. Shut up.
No, I'm not.
I'm kidding.
It's more enjoyable.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if something's happening while I'm at work, like if I can't see it,
oh, sure.
I will only watch through the entirety of something that I actually care about.
Yeah. But something like for me, Max just does funny shit throughout, so like that's why I watch.
Yeah, there's definitely an audience for it, and there's an audience for that. I'm just not like, if I do that, I'm going to do it like with one group. I'm not going to like find a bunch of different places that do that. Whereas I'll go to multiple news outlets to see what one person covers that another person doesn't.
Yeah.
So there's still merit to having those third-party independent outlets instead of one biased source for all of your information. That's all I'm saying.
No, you're right. It's just a lot of competition out there.
But people don't read anymore.
Oh, hell no, they don't.
Unless you have a podcast or a YouTube channel. Sorry.
I work at a Walmart. I can tell you Americans do not fucking read because they can't fucking read signs.
Yeah. I watch people, like when I'm at the front desk, I watch them grab the wrong door and then get really confused. Only one of the doors opens. There's arrows pointing over to the door that opens and a sign that says, please use this door. And they still just stare like, what do I... Yeah. And I'll just point at them. Like through the door, they look like, what?
My favorite are the people who, when I'm on public transit and they can't fucking read a map that's right there. I'm like, it's not hard, it's right there.
I feel like this is an American thing.
It must be.
Yeah.
Americans are stupid.
we're stupid. There's a reason why I'm here, because I'm fucking stupid.
Alright. Alright, we got 2 more news stories left. We got some video of a day in the life of Shenmue 3. What do you think, Ben? Sleep? Okay.
I mean, that's what it's gonna be. I'm sorry. It's gonna be... I'm sorry. That's rude. That's real rude. I'm so sorry.
I had the same thought.
I love Shenmue, but that's what it is.
Yeah, it looks like they have Lucky Hit back, or Pachinko, whatever the hell that is.
Is it like 2019 in Shenmue 3, or is it like 1990 something or 2000?
I don't know. I don't know what the date time this is.
I'm wondering if they're just gonna and then 20 years passed and he still hadn't found.
He's still looking for Landy. There was like a fun little mini game where you're controlling a car and this weird like drum roll thing. It looks like a road.
You better be able to play Virtua Fighter in fucking Shenmue 3. I swear to God.
They brought back that mini game that everyone loves, the QTEs, but this time they made it a punching bag instead of just buttons.
Oh my God, I am ready to see this game ripped apart by the games media, and then the Shenmue fans are gonna fucking riot.
And then they also brought in this One Piece character. I don't know why.
What makes him One Piece?
He looks like he's from One Piece. The
stretchiness and everything.
No, like the weird pirate guy with the sword.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't watch that anime.
I don't either, but I know some of the characters. Yeah, this doesn't look great.
I mean, honestly, if Shenmue fans are happy, then that's fine. Because that's what it initially should have just
Wasn't there like a news story saying that Shenmue 3 wasn't going to be the end?
Yeah, they want to do Shenmue 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, fuck, he's not going to find Landy at the end of 3 when it should be over. He's still going to search for his father's killer.
Take 10 more years, another Kickstarter.
Yep. He's going to be an old man with a cane. teaching his son, and he's gonna get murdered. So now, what's the character's name again? Ryo. Ryo is gonna have to, or I don't know how to say
Yo.
Ryo is gonna have to teach him, and then Ryo's son or daughter is gonna have to avenge both her father and her grandfather to keep killing Landy, who is somehow immortal at this. I don't know. Let me write Shenmue the ending. I'll do a good job. I'll put tentacles in it. That's how you know it's gonna be successful.
All right, last news story. Let's keep this blast from the past with Mario and Sonic at the Olympics game. Lets you play as the 2D characters.
I thought that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a neat gimmick. I kind of like. I just like the fact that you can actually play as the sprites like from the Genesis and
that was like if it's on sale for like because those games usually go discount like within a year typically, so I might buy it just for that, just to play that port.
Yeah, like is it specific games or
it looks like
just
all of them
2D?
It looks like all of them really.
So you can just toggle between the 3D and 2D modes.
That's what it looks like.
Because I thought it was like a series of like retro games, and then there's also like the new games that are 3D only. That's what it seemed like. Because surely not all of them can be 2D. Like
there's a lot. There's a lot of them that are 2D here.
Huh. I don't know. I just feel like some of the games wouldn't work like that. But like the classics like tennis. I was gonna say pole vault. What is that called?
Pole vault.
Is it called pole vault?
Long jump.
There's one called pole vault. It's where
Shot
you have
put.
the stick and you like jump over.
Yeah, it's just called pole vault.
Yeah.
Okay, this one I'll do love.
It's called a sex position in my life. Oh.
Yeah.
I think you jump over the, and then
no, he vault. Wait, how do you vault with your pole, Ben?
Right.
Just imagine with your mind, and that's whatever it is. That's all you got to do.
He's got a 10-foot cock. That's what it is.
I'm picturing that scene in, I think it's Van Wilder, where there's like the silk sheets, and he like comes in and then just like slides across the sheets, like past the girl, and falls off the other side. That, but like, pole vaulting.
Maybe.
Like I'm coming, like not that kind, but like I'm getting closer. Is what I mean.
I am.
I'm arriving, and then like you just
You're Thanos now.
past.
I have arrived.
Oh my god.
That's something I say every time I'm about to.
10 out of 10.
I'm arriving.
Be like Thanos. I have arrived.
Oh my god. The article actually lists what the 2D events are. So you have a 100-meter dash, 10-meter platform diving, 400-meter hurdles, gymnastics, vault, judo, kayak, long jump, marathon, shooting, and volleyball.
I just love that there's shirtless Wario in this, and that's weird.
And shirtless Eggman.
Yeah, that's also weird.
All right. So guys, do you want to talk about The Boys tonight? Or are we?
I mean,
How are we feeling?
I watched it weeks ago, so
yeah,
I'm over
I know. It feels a little old now.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Hey, you wait this long to watch it.
I have multiple interests, and it's not my fault that there's so much shit coming out. It's not my fault.
I've been able to keep up. I actually don't have anything right now. It's kind of upsetting.
Yeah.
Like I'm between shows.
Go watch She-Ra. There you go. That's my recommendation. Everybody go watch She-Ra.
Meh.
It takes a lot to get me into animation. Like I love the Dragon Prince, and Disenchanted, which comes out soon, I think.
I still haven't watched season 1.
It's pretty good. It's not like classic Matt Groening, but it's pretty good.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. But it's great. Boys is great. Go watch it if you have Amazon, or go just steal your get Amazon for a month and go binge all 8 episodes.
Yeah, it's 8 episodes. It won't take long.
Yeah, because it's if I was off for a week, I would have binge watched it the whole week because that's how good it was.
Mm-hmm.
Carl Urban is my new hub.
He's great.
Yep.
Yeah, he's great.
All right, boys. Let's take this home. And Justin,
Yeah.
where can people find you?
Oh, yeah. You can find me if you look for Zero Score on Twitter or YouTube or Twitch/Mixer. I'm not sure yet. I'm still working out some kinks. I tried to get my Mixer account set up because I was having issues streaming to Twitch last night, and I was like, maybe I'll try Mixer. That thing is complicated. You have to like sync your Microsoft account, but I did that without realizing it, and then accidentally created a new account, and now I can't unlink my Microsoft account from that one to link it to my actual Zero Score account.
Oh no!
It's awful. I just want everything in the same place, and it won't let me do it. So maybe Mixer is the point.
Ben?
Twitter.com/MarvelOusIcky, where you'll get your daily dose of anime girls, monsters, and self-deprecating tweets about me about how I want to die. There you go.
Oh.
And please go to chartshot.com and please look at the video for Pantsu Hunter Back to the 90s if you like 90s anime and want to look at cute anime girls. There you go.
And you can follow
or just go to our YouTube channel.
That too. Go to both. Double dip.
True.
Show your mom. Show your mom my video for Pantsu Hunter. That is my channel.
Okay. You can follow me, your host Thomas, on Twitter, CSG Thomas on Twitter. You can also check us out here at chartshot.com. We have video, audio, and written content here. We also have... I'm on Twitter and it just says Moon Knight. I don't know. I need to close that.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, I know. It's distracting me. You can email me, Thomas@chartshot.com, and we're also on Spotify and anywhere you can find podcasts. And until then, guys, enjoy your games. Good night.